Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 11. Long ways to go for this season, and what an interesting season it has been. So we start off with Yuji trying to hit the veil, super OP. Here saying he is equally as strong as Nanami, or possibly even stronger. Not that he has the technique, but interesting to see there. Then we go through a nice little cute little cartoon here about where they are possibly hiding. They're like, oh, they put themselves in the veil, but that would make themselves weak to the people in the veil of getting attacked. They put themselves outside of the veil. You go in a very hidden spot, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, they're definitely going to be in that spot. But in this case, it's going to be, okay, where is the easiest place that you would never expect they would be hiding? And in this case, it is the giant building that you see towering behind them. And that's where they are. They're wondering, these three people, or three sorcerers, are wondering if they've realized it. And then they're basically saying it doesn't matter because a bunch of transfigured humans are in the building. So what does Fujiguro do? He summons up a flying hawk, and they get to the top of the building in like 2 seconds. So Ino is set to take on the granny and the younger guy. Itadori, Fujiguro, going after the Gramps. Here we're talking about Ino's technique, how he has the seance technique, auspicious beast summon, where he puts on a mask and essentially I think he temporarily becomes the technique itself. By hiding his face. And it seems fairly effective. He actually ends up injuring the one guy fairly easily. Here we go back to the fight scene. Let me tell you, the fights in this are solid. Jujutsu Kaisen always has some really good fights. Old guy is not getting damaged at all. And he's really not making much headway against this guy and the granny either. He eats this suspicious looking thing and then starts transforming. We get a little bit of a throwback to where these people actually interacted with Gojo back in the day. I believe this is Gojo's sister and father, I want to say. I could be wrong with this. But we found out that the old woman actually killed the daughter and the wife, which I'm assuming are Gojo's sister and mother, I want to say. And then kills the father as well. And then basically he says, she was screaming for her mother when she died. So she killed several people, which kind of messed up. This guy is literally peeling the face off of the father, I believe. So essentially they put a nail in the back of their skull, right where their spine is, so they become paralyzed from the neck down. Very easy to move, but they're still alive. And then I think we're just seeing flesh faces thrown around. I'm honestly not really sure. This is the old man that we see later on, and the old woman, and they both realize that Gojo is extremely powerful, extremely OP. And then he's talking about the reason that all these powerful curses are showing up is because Gojo showed up. So, you're going to have power on both ends of the spectrum when one power outweighs the other. Eventually, they figure out, or Megume figures out the technique. And remember this guy? Remember this guy right there? He somehow transformed into Megume's dad. So, yeah, this Ino is done. Ino's going to die. I'm pretty confident Ino dies at the end of this episode. I mean, he was kind of a no-name character anyway that kind of showed up out of nowhere, apparently very briefly in the first season. But I'm assuming Ino dies. That's my best bet, because he just, wipes the floor. You see a bloody mess. He's beaten to a bloody pulp. So Megume might be able to actually, meet his dad after all. Who the heck knows? I guess we'll find out one day. We'll see what happens. But this guy's technique is inverse. So the stronger you hit him, the weaker it is. The weaker you hit him, the stronger it is. But you can't just tap him, obviously, because it's not going to cause a bunch of damage. So the idea is one of them comes at him with an extremely strong attack, the other one comes at him with an extremely weak attack, balances out, he actually gets injured. And that's exactly what they do. Fugume actually says, Magume, mixing up names. He was like, wow, I'm surprised you picked up on that so quick, Itadori. So I think Itadori is a little bit smaller. Smarter. Yeah, smaller. Smarter than we are led to believe. So he seems to be picking up on the idea pretty quick. But this guy gets defeated. Barrier's going to be lifted. So he had 2 of the nails. They had 1 of the nails. And essentially they just have to pour cursed energy into it. And that's the end of the episode. So I'm assuming more fighting. We heard this is gossip from Gedo-san, and all these demons are talking about, demons. All these curses, kind of the same thing, demons, curses. All the curses are talking about how Gojo has been sealed. So, we'll see what happens. But, very interesting. I cannot remember Magume's dad. Can't remember Fujiguro, Mr. Fujiguro, but we never really actually see his mom. But his dad, was one of the ones that tried to kill Gojo, almost successful, but ended up dying from Gojo. So he may get to meet his dad. I'm not really understanding fully how this old lady's curse technique works. But I think she is powering up her grandson or son. And then the older gentleman they were fighting with, he had his own curse technique, so she didn't have to power him up. My guess is they're going to go after those two. After they defeat this guy, Ino is going to be probably dead or close to it. And then more fighting. And then obviously we got to show up and go against Mahito. Go against the cursed painting. Might be a fight against Gedo here as well. We got to free Gojo out of there. Jogo is still around, so he may be an issue as well. But we're going to have to wait and see on the next episode. That was my biggest complaint. I was, starting to get more and more into the episode as it went on. And then it was like, bam, ended. And I was like, oh, I gotta wait another week to watch episode 12. How disappointing that I can't see more. How disappointing they don't release 2 episodes a week. But this one deserves an 8 out of 10. Because very good, but leaves more to be desired. There's not a completion going on, and I want there to be more. Excellent episode overall. No complaints. No complaints. Future video wise, so you're gonna have Rick and Morty coming back on the 15th. Then we have Dr. Stone, I believe, is coming back. I want to say on the 7th. Possibly this Saturday, and then, or that may also be Spy X Family. I know one is the 7th, one is the 10th. So you'll get Dr. Stone videos again, you're going to get Spy X Family videos again, and you're going to continue to get Jujutsu Kaisen videos. I may probably going to make a couple of those shorts. So I'm not sure if we're going to get a mid-season break for Jujutsu Kaisen or it's going to keep going and going, but I may make those other 2 or 3 into short videos and then just do the one longer review video once a week. But we'll see how my schedule works out, because if I got the time, I can definitely do longer reviews. But at the same time, my shorter videos get more views, so to me, I feel like it makes more sense to start doing more shorter videos. Because I got the subscriber count, and I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to this channel. I need the view count now. So if you have some free time and want to help me get my my hours up to hit that 4,000 hour mark, do me a favor and just put on the anime playlist in the background or something. Go to my anime playlist, because pretty much every video I do ends up in the anime playlist, or most of them, I should say, end up in the anime playlist. So just click on that, let it play on auto, mute it if you need to, and that would be greatly appreciative to get some of my hours up. So maybe one day I can get monetized and make a few dollars, because everybody's trying to make that bread. We all know. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button on the way out, and as always, have a good one.